Bats continued to dominate ball on the second day of the LV County Championship match between Leicestershire and Glamorgan at Grace Road, where the home side fought back admirably. They had struggled with the ball in the ferocious wind on day one, a day in which Will Bragger made the best score of his career of 113, a score he was soon adding to. But not for long. After adding 7 more, he was trapped in front by Atif Sheikh with the second new ball, to leave with Glamorgan very handily placed on 315 for 3, having begun the morning on 294 for 2. That wicket arrived straight after the second new ball was taken, which meant that life was not going to be overly easy for Colin Ingram and new man Chris Cook. But with this surface seemingly offering the seamers very little, even with the ball hard, another partnership of note began to develop between these two. In 7 overs they added 39 to take their side to a 4th batting bonus point. A very handy start. There was at least some movement through the air, and that saw the back of Ingram for 38, Charlie Shrek with his first success of the season at 354 for 4. Ollie Freckingham then also got in on the act to remove Mark Wallace, although the umpire weighed up everything for a while before raising his finger to send the former Glamorgan skipper packing with 10 runs to his name. Leicestershire were on the up, only to find Cook in good nick. With overs on their side, a full haul of batting bonus points seemed inevitable. But with the total on 396, Glamorgan lost 2 wickets in the space of 4 balls. Graham Wagg may have been a little unlucky to be given out LBW, although there was no doubt about Cook's dismissal as he drove Freckingham to Ned Eckersley in the covers, too shy of his half-century. Glamorgan lunched on 421 for 7, 5 batting points in the bag, and next in their sights with a final total into the 500s. They were given a real chance of getting there by David Lloyd, a young man trying to make a name for himself in the first-class game. This was to turn out to be his best performance in his fledgling career. He was well backed up by Somerset loanee Craig Macheda, who drove with intent when given the opportunity to do so. Just as Leicestershire were threatening a fight back, this pair added 68 runs for the 8th wicket in 16.5 overs to once again frustrate the home attack. Shrek did at least manage to get shot of Macheda for 30, Niall O'Brien with his 3rd catch of the innings. Before, back in colour, Dean Koska fell for a second ball duck as he gave the Irish more work off Freckingham. So it was left to Lloyd to see what he could get with last man Andy Carter, who's joined Glamorgan on a loan spell from Notts. Lloyd did well to get to a 50 for the first time in his career, one made off 58 balls with 9 fours. This was his maiden half-century in his 8th championship innings, not that he was in the mood to celebrate too much. Carter, like Lloyd and Bragg before him, also secured the best score of his career, this boundary taking him past his previous best of 17 not out, made for Notts 3 summers ago. He ended on 21 with Lloyd on 59 when the declaration came, with a total on 513 for 9, and there may have been a few despondent home supporters as Leicestershire began their reply. Dan Redfern had been given the job of opening. He dominated an opening stand of 33 with 24 runs himself, including this top-edge 6 off Carter. Some swing from Wagg did for him as he lobbed a catch to Cook off a thick outside edge. Redfern's rather frenetic innings was over. There has not only been bags of runs in this game thus far, but those runs have also come at a very good rate. Glamorgan scored at 4 1/4 per over, while Leicestershire was soon bettering that, through their 2 standout batsmen of the last couple of troublesome years in Angus Robson and Eckersley. Either side of the tea interval both played handsomely as they ensured that their visitors were not to have the end of the day that they would have been hoping for. Robson was the model of consistency in 2014, scoring in excess of 1,000 championship runs. He started this season well too. This pulled 6 off Koska saw him close in on a 50. That duly arrived in the next over, the 25th, of his 77th ball, while Eckersley, who was the hero for his county with a bat 2 summers ago, also kept the visiting attack at bay with some clashy shots. The 100 partnership was raised as Robson struck his second maximum, an uppercut which left the bowler Wagg rather bemused. Eckersley then got to his half-century off his 78th delivery with his 8th 4. Last year he wasn't able to match his excellence of 2013 when he scored 1,275 runs with 400s, but he's begun this one well enough, which will brighten all Fox's fans. This impressive partnership showed no signs of ending as the day drew to a close. On the first day on this flat pitch, Bragg and Jacques Rudolph's second wicket stand of 227 was a record for that wicket for Glamorgan against Leicestershire, while this one was beyond 150 before stumps were drawn, with the visiting attack finding bowling in these conditions no easier than their hosts. A high-scoring draw is already looking the most likely outcome, as the day ended with both Eckersley and Robson closing in on chanceless hundreds of their own. By the close, they'd taken their partnership to 169, with Robson on 82 and Eckersley on 81, and their side comfortably placed on 202 for 1, leaving them 311 runs behind as we move into day 3.